At the end of our flex pipe, we're going to install a 1.5" rubber coupler to join with our hard PVC pipe. With our exhaust snorkel already done up to the front side of our motor, we're going to change up our route and go from the radiator back. I've already fabbed up this piece here. You can look at it. And what this is going to do, this is going to go right like here, and it's going to wrap around our steering stem and start going back towards the top side of the motor on the right side. So we'll put this in. And this will go over our radiator hose, and that gets us going back. Alright, from there we need to run back. We need to run a straight piece back over to get it closer to the end of the motor. We've got our coil sitting right here, so we have to be sure that we make room for our coil. So we've got a flat piece, just a regular straight piece, I'm sorry, and this would go right here, and it will take us closer to the other side of the motor where our flex pipe is at. Alright, on the other side of the motor, here's our straight piece that is coming this way, and everything is it's not stationary because we haven't glued anything, and we're still just test fitting everything. I went ahead and I made the second, the middle piece, and you can see that. And this is going to go from our straight piece, and it's going to curl back around. It's going to end up being about right there that we'll be able to connect our flex into. And so, let me put that together. With our hard PVC inserted into our coupler, we can tighten our coupler down. With all of our snorkels routed up to the front right behind our radiator, we can go through all of our connections and make sure everything is tight. All the fittings are seated completely together, and then take a marker and mark both how deep the pieces of straight, how deep they are inserted into each one of the adapters, and also do a line across both. That way you know how each one of them are turned. Once all the marks are made, we can pull the snorkels off and glue. With all of our snorkels routed up to the front, before we glue, we want to make sure that we are lined up with our exit point. So what we've got to do, which is one of the things that I don't like doing because I don't like cutting on brand new four-wheelers, is we're going to have to cut the bottom side of this box all the way on the bottom side. Just trim it all the way around. You don't have to worry about trimming up top. Once you start trimming too much on here, then it weakens the plastic right through here and actually will cause it to bow after a while. And so trying to trim as least amount as possible all the way through, give you a good lip that goes around, but still let there be enough plastic for strength. With all of our snorkels fabbed into place and the trunk of the front plastic cut out, we can check to be sure our clearances for our snorkels looks good. Once we're satisfied on where everything goes, then we can go through Be sure everything is tight, all of our joints are tight. Take a marker, we'll mark where our joints come together, and go ahead and glue everything up. Here's an example of the markings that I was telling you about. We've got our line going with the adapters that shows how deep this piece of straight actually plunges into our fitting, and also we have another mark going the other way that shows how the two actually fits together. Before I installed these snorkels back on the bike, I wanted to show you exactly how I did this. This is our intake coming out of the air box, 45, through a straight, and then into a long 90. This is our intake for our belt, and I'll set it up the way it shows. It's going to look on the bike. We got coming out of our stock boot, comes through. We've got two 45s, a little small straight to give a little bit of space. Another 45, another 45, a straight, a 45, a 45, and then we've got it coming back up and going up. And you see, it isn't exactly straight. Matter of fact, if you set this level, you can see what it looks like. Alright. With this out of the way, here's our exhaust for our belt. It's going to come out of the flex pipe. We got a small bend, another bend coming into a straight. Curls around. Coming back up. Now, I do want to apologize that I'm not giving you any specific details on lengths and bends. Every snorkel is going to be different, and I don't want to give you the measurements and you go through and you make it and blame me. But I do want to let you see how I did this snorkel kit.